Also, Tusculum University is a smoke-free and tobacco-free campus. Today's starters are heading onto the pitch. The starters for Wingate today: in goal, number 1, Jens Bergendorf. Number 3, Nicholas Vitor. Number 7, Mikkel Brun. Number 10, Mattia Di Tommaso. Number 11, Soren Nygaard. Number 13, Elliot Cutts. Number 15, Stuart Hendry. Number 17, Nofito Scottis. Number 18, Joshua Oxenby. Number 22, Owen Marshall. Number 25, Devin Scully. The head coach of the Bulldogs is Gary Hemmel. The starters for your Pioneers this afternoon, starting in goal, number 38, Sam Gilbert. Also number 3, Pal Perot. Number 5, Clement Tagorn. Number 6, Arthur Legal. Number 8, Fabian Croche. Number 9, Edgar Cervantes. Number 15, Soko de Souza. Number 19, Roy Dodicum. Number 21, Sandra Johansson. Number 22, Danny Angora. And number 25, Georgios Harkousakis. The head coach of the Pioneers, Alan Vitale. Assistant coach, Jonathan Houghton. Goalkeeper coaches, Tyler Neese. Assistant coach, Steve Crouch. And assistant athletic trainer, Devin Underhill. Those are your starting lineups for today's match. South Atlantic Conference promotes good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We ask for your cooperation by supporting the officials and participants in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, or sexist comments or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from Pioneer Field. We thank you for your support of the South Atlantic Conference and Tusculum University.
Again, welcome to Tusculum University men's soccer, as today the Pioneers taking on Wingate University. Glad to have you with us here on the Pioneer Sports Network, or wherever you're watching. Around the country or around the globe, we're glad to have you with us. Two longtime rivals in the South Atlantic Conference doing battle here at Pioneer Field. Tusculum will be in the orange jerseys with the black shorts, while Wingate will be in all blue with blue stockings. Soko D'Souza to the box, blocked away by Wingate. Still possessed by Tusculum, Clemon de Gorn. Big match for the Pioneers. They find themselves in 10th place in the conference standings with 4 points with a 1-2-1 conference record. Wingate currently tied for second place. A win could propel them back into first after Carson Newman came away with a 1-0 double overtime win against the Coker Cobras on Saturday. Foul on Wingate set up a good opportunity for the Pioneers coming up with this free kick. Getting to Wingate. This is game 2 of this doubleheader. Tusculum women pulling upset, knocking off the previously conference unbeaten Wingate Bulldog women's team. 1-0 on the Brooke Ratcliffe goal. Fabian Proch taking the free kick for the Pioneers. Put me back on. D'Souza's shot blocked. Georgios Harkosaki's coming out. It'll be a throw-in for Tusculum. Again, Wingate 6-1-2 overall, 3-1-1 in the conference. A win today by Wingate would propel them into a tie with Carson Newman. Wingate captured the 2016 National Championship in Division II with veteran coach Gary Hamill once again at the helm. With Gary Hamill at the wing as coach in conference play. Also, Alan Vitale of Tusculum right there at number 2. 2 years with, I was talking to Coach Hamill before the match today. You got 2 coaches here that coached over for a grand total of 50 years here in the conference. That's headed away over the crossbar by Harkosakis, and it'll be a goal kick for Wingate. Bulldogs 3-1-1 in league play. Double overtime win over Coker, as well as wins against Anderson and Mars Hill. Only loss came in their last conference outing, losing 3-2 at Newberry. In that game, one of the coaching staff for Wingate picked up a red card, which basically comes down to goes to the head coach automatically, and Coach Hamill had to sit out that one. But again, the Pioneers, again, the Bulldogs, again, came away with a 7-0 win in their last outing against Mount Olive. So shook up the offensive cobwebs, a team that's outscoring their opponent by a 27-9 margin. With Elliot Cutts and Paul Nagongo leading the charge for the Bulldogs with 7 goals apiece. Also watch out for number 12, Daniel Cooper, third on the squad with 4 goals, for the Bulldogs. Jens Bergendorf in goal for Wingate, making his 10th starting goal. 23 saves with a 1.02 goals against average. Also has a save percentage of 72%. And for the Pioneers is Sam Gilbert. Gilbert making his 8th start. He's allowed 10 goals for a 1.44 goals against average, 26 saves, and a 72% save percentage, and a 2-3-2 record in goal. Tusculum coming off a 2-2 draw against Shaw University, jumped out to a 1-0 lead in that match on the goal by Sander Johansson. Then gave up 2 goals and then got the equalizer to come up with the 2-2 draw. Wingate with a good mix of veteran leadership as well as 7 very talented freshmen for Gary Hamill's club. And we'll have a foul on the Pioneers. It'll be a free kick for Wingate. Almost 10 minutes in this contest, and we've yet to have a shot recorded by either team. Match has been pretty much played between the 18s. A little too far as Bergendorf comes up with to get things started here for Wingate. And the Pioneers 1-2-1. Lone victory was an overtime win at Newberry, winning 2-1. Tusculum was without the service of Edgar Cervantes for a match after a yellow card accumulation. Also, the Pioneers' leading scorer, Enrique Devins, picked up a 2-game suspension for his red card at Queens. In addition to that, he's also serving a half suspension. That's this first half against Wingate. So expect Devins will be seeing action after halftime of today's match. And the offsides flag is up. In possession to Wingate. Oh, a dangerous ball as Gilbert way off his line. Very, very fortunate as Wingate will come away with a corner kick. Gilbert took a big chance there coming off his line. The ball got behind him, but was not a good angle for Wingate. And worst thing coming out of that for the Pioneers will be this corner kick for the Bulldogs. Fito sends it in. And Gilbert's guys to come up with the catch. Intercepted by Proche. Referee is John Rush. Brian Gompers and Jose Cuervo on the lines. Going to the far side is Wingate. Night guard. Clipped out by DeGorn and be a throw in for Wingate. Cleared by the Pioneer defense and have a throw in for Wingate. Action to the other end of the field, but we got a Wingate player who is down. Not sure that Josh, he finally sees it. So John Rush will come back and accept one of the top people for Wingate, one of the forward people. Top of the line, I believe that's Mikael Fallenbrunn, I believe. I think that's number 7. A little gamey, but seems to be all right. And we'll have a goal kick to resume play. Onsides, chip saved by Gilbert. As Soren Nygaard comes up with a quality chance. And Gilbert coming up with the quality save. And back come the Pioneers. The other way. D'Souza. Cervantes. His shot is blocked and gathered in by the Bulldogs. Bergendorf mishit that one as that was played back to him to his feet. Pal Pedro. Proche. Gongora sends it far side to D'Souza. DeGorn over to Legal. Legal over to Proche. Proche sends it to the near side to Pedro. Send the box out, be headed away. And back comes Wingate on the counter. Ball with a little bit of heavy touch. Trying to find the feet of Elliott Cutts. Now be back to Bergendorf. He'll gather that in easily. Played 18 minutes. Each team has taken a shot. Wow, to Stuart Hendry. Now it'll be backed out. It'll be for a throw-in. Thought that was heading over the end line, but it just stays in. It'll be a throw-in for Wingate. Auctionbein. Wallenbrunn. To Hendry. Nice touch. Now be cleared out by Gongora, and it'll be another throw in for the Bulldogs. Hendry. DeGorn. Skies it. We'll go out of play, a throw in for the Wingate. Back line, that's Owen Marshall with it, number 22. Nice touch, just a little heavy. And Gilbert will gather it in. Again, Sam Gilbert making his 8th starting goal for Tusculum. "20 saves this season, but save number 27 was just a few moments ago. Again, Tusculum will close out this 4-match homestand on Wednesday, taking on longtime rival Lincoln Memorial. That's D'Souza. Last touch by Tusculum, be a throw in for Wingate. Joshua Auctionbind with the throw in. Prosh over to Usakis and goes to Legal, and Pioneers trying to come up with a counter here. This scoreless game. Nice touch to Cervantes. Legal. Prosh. Over to Pedro. D'Souza to Johansson. Back to D'Souza. Little heavy booted right there. Could not control it as it goes out of play, and it'll be a throw in for Wingate. So the only quality scoring chance coming off the shot by Elliott Cutts that Sam Gilbert made an outstanding save on. Going to his left. And we'll have a foul. Third of the match for Tusculum. D'Souza looking for, I think that's Roy down there. Yes, it is. Got Tecum playing up top, along with Cervantes and Johansson. And Johansson getting the Pioneers on the board with his goal, early goal in that 2-2 draw against Shaw University. First meeting ever between two schools. And coming way out, about 16 yards out, is Bergendorf. Pioneers trying with a quick counter here. That's Cervantes. Legal over to Dangoro. Dangoro will switch sides and D'Souza again on the far side. And back comes Wingate and Cervantes, and we'll have a yellow card most likely. No, probably just a warning. And Cervantes again coming off the card accumulation. Yes, he will pick up another card, so that will be his 6th card of the year. Again, just coming off a yellow card accumulation, picking up his 5th yellow card after the Newberry game. Excuse me, that was Queens, and then set out the Anderson match. And that Anderson match was 1-0 loss. That was a match where the Pioneers were without Cervantes and Enrique Devins. Devins getting the red card, and then Cervantes picking up the penalty for card accumulation. D'Souza. Pero. Trying to find Johansson, but Bergendorf will make the catch easily. So live a give and go by Dotekum and Pero, and have liked the offensive movement by Tusculum. Pioneers had a lot of quality in that in the Shaw match. Didn't see a lot against Anderson, just couldn't get anything going. There is D'Souza with the touch, trying to find Johansson, but Bergendorf in a 6-1 frame from Denmark makes the grab, and Actionbind back to Hendry. Hendry to the middle. That's Nygaard. Nygaard back out to Wallenbrunn. And we'll have a foul charge against Wingate. Didn't hear the whistle from my vantage point, but Wingate opened the season with a going 4-0-2 in their first 6. Wins against Juwan Berry. Had a 2-2 draw against Nova Southeastern. And also had a 3-2 double overtime win at Coker. Then had a 2-2 draw at home against Lincoln Memorial, 3-0 win at Mars Hill. And then again lost 3-2 at Newberry on October the 5th. Newberry Club, a much improved ball club. 3-3 currently in a tie for 4th place in the conference with 9 points apiece. Tusculum trying to get back into SAC playoff contention. After winning the SAC tournament, right now they're in jeopardy of not even qualifying to make the tournament. Team that's won a league best 7 SAC tournament titles. And that'll be wisely cleared away by DeGorn, way almost onto the Frisbee disc golf course. Thing I love about this, we're kind of in a valley, all the hills, it just rolls everything right back to you. Again, you're watching Tusculum men's soccer on the Pioneer Sports Network, South Atlantic Conference matchup. A rare Sunday matinee with the Wingate Bulldogs. Tusculum women upsetting the Wingate women by a 1-0 score on Brooke Ratcliffe's goal in the 4th minute that stood up. For the Tusculum women winning their 3rd straight game, all via shutout. And they'll have a big matchup as well coming up on Wednesday when they take on the LMU Rail Splitters. Two shots for Tusculum, 1 for Wingate. Each team's taking a shot on goal. 2 corners for the Pioneers, 1 for Wingate. Each team has been offside once. Tusculum leads in fouls 4-2, including the yellow card assessed to Edgar Cervantes. Good technical skill there by Stockton. Also a good technical skill by John Rush for getting out of the way. Pero unable to find Johansson. Long shot by D'Souza. We'll have a goal kick for Wingate. Pero looking for Cervantes, just got behind him on that one, and that will send Soren Nygaard and the Bulldogs back. Stuart Hendry. Back to Nygaard. And we'll have a stoppage in play, and I believe we'll have a discussion. 10:39 remaining in this first half. No score between Tusculum and Wingate. Auction bind dispossessed by Pedro. Cervantes makes the move back to Pedro. Payroll trying to get back a little give and go to Cervantes, but the Wingate defense clamps down on him, and back come the Bulldogs. Legal intercepted and cuts. He's had the only shot of the match so far for Wingate, which was saved brilliantly, mind you, by Sam Gilbert. Onsides, but now the flag is up. Shot hits the side of the net anyway. And a bit slow to get up is, I think that's Soren Nygaard, I believe. No call for some athletic training assistance. Again, Tusculum in their 4 conference matches, getting a 1-1 draw in their opener at Lenore-Ryan, then came away with a 2-1 win at Newberry, but have lost in their last 2 conference matches, losing 2-1 at Queens and then 1-0 last Sunday at Anderson. So a crucial match for the Pioneers, trying to get back into SAC playoff contention. In yesterday's scores from around the league, Carson Newman winning 1-0 in double overtime against Coker. It was Catawba pulling a shocker, defeating Lincoln Memorial 1-0. And it was Anderson winning 4-1 over Mars Hill, and then Lenore-Ryan blanking Newberry 4-0. Get a Lenore-Ryan team that posted a win on the road at nationally ranked Young Harris. Again, Carson Newman sitting atop the league standings at 4-1-1. Wingate and Lenore-Ryan are tied with 10 points each. But Wingate, with this match in hand, a win could move them into a tie for first place. And any result would give them second place all by themselves. And a shot and a goal by Wingate. Mattia Di Tomasasso coming up with the goal. And with 7:21 remaining in the half, Wingate takes the 1-0 lead. Di Tomaso coming up with his second goal of the season. And the first goal of the match, and Wingate leads 1-0. And credit to assist to Cuts. And now be cleared just in time by Harkosakis, and the Pioneers now down by 1. And the goal by Di Tommaso. Mattia is a junior from Milan, Italy. Well, the Pioneers will have to battle their way back. Coming up with the breakaway goal. My correction, folks. I was missing the wrong number. It was Mikael Wallenbrun that had the goal, with Cuts coming up with the assist. So again, my apologies on that. For Wallenbrun, that's his second goal of the year. And we have a whistle. We'll probably most likely have a card. And a little discussion. And the long discussion with Harkosakis, because he is wearing the captain's armband. Trying to get an explanation from the middle official. And I think the Pioneers wanted something more. And something you really don't see a lot of. Again, two of the deans of the South Atlantic Conference, the two head coaches, are gathered together, standing side by side, and they're just trying to make sure it doesn't escalate. Again, with Gary Hamill and Alan Vitale. So Tusculum trailing 1-0 after the goal in the 38th minute by Mikael Wallenbrun. And that was an absolute quality move right there by Elliot Cutts. Definitely had the advantage on Palpero. So it'll be a corner kick for Wingate. 3:43 remaining in this first half. Bulldogs leading 1-0. Vitor taking the corner. It was on target, but just couldn't get a quality header on it. We approach 3 minutes remaining in this first half. Tusculum trying to find the equalizer. Another quality ball, but just a little heavy, and Gilbert will come up with it. Cuts, intercepts it. We'll have a foul. And Cervantes is down. The clock ticks. 2 minutes and counting remaining in this first half. Wingate with the clear, and back to the other way they go. Goes to the far side. And DeGorn heads that one away. So we're less than 60 seconds remaining in this first half of play. Wingate leading 1-0. So 10 seconds remaining. We played 45 minutes from Pioneer Field in Greenville, Tennessee. Your score at halftime, Wingate 1, Tusculum 0. You're watching Tusculum Men's Soccer on the Pioneer Sports Network.
The first date. Only one chance to make that first impression. Don't worry, this might be new for you, but Ingalls has been there before. From flowers to the freshest ingredients, we have everything you need to put your best foot forward.
I'm so sorry.
Remember, you can't get to happily ever after without once upon a time.
Wow, funny running into you.
Ingalls, all the ingredients for family.
Get clearance prices on new Toyotas at Johnson City Toyota, where we have hundreds of Toyotas discounted up to $6,500. Save up to $5,900 on Highlander. Get one for $28,533 or save up to $4,000 on Camry. See more at johnsoncitytoyota.com.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
It's fine. It'll be okay, okay? Nobody cares about the flowers. Who needs flowers at a wedding?
At Ingalls, we know that the best of plans don't always go according to plan.
My best friend's getting married today and the florist never showed.
That's why we're always there when you need us.
What are their colors?
Purple and cream.
With smiling faces and helping hands.
No one cares. No one cares. You will look great. Flowers are not important. And where is Holly? Have you anyone seen Holly?
And although life will be predictably unpredictable,
Let's get you to that wedding.
a curveball is that much more satisfying
I got the flowers!
when you knock it out of the park.
Oh my gosh, it's awesome!
So when the plan goes out the window and improvisation becomes the order of the day, just remember, that's where the best of memories are made.
All right, they're ready for us.
True story. Ingalls. All the ingredients for family.
Johnson City Toyota is the #1 Toyota dealership in the Tri-Cities because we make buying simple. First, we discount every vehicle every day, and we stand behind what we sell with a lifetime warranty. For more, simply go to johnsoncitytoyota.com.
Family.
Food's here!
What's it mean to you?
We got lunch.
To us, it means the people you care about, look out for, and yeah, love. Even if you'd never let them hear you say it.
Hey, you're eating hummus?
What's wrong with hummus?
Here at Ingalls, we have everything you need to gather around the table and give each other a hard time. Because that's what families do. Ingalls. All the ingredients for family.
In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, after-school care programs, foster homes, or retirement villages, they make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
Hello, my name is Jacob Fate, and I'm the Dean of the College of Business at Tusculum University. I'm proud to share with you that the programs in the College of Business received accreditation through ACBSP in December of 2018. The Accreditation Council for Business Schools and Programs accredits business schools and programs worldwide. This accreditation elevates our programs to the top programs worldwide.
Tusculum University is Tennessee's first university. Established in 1794, Tusculum's beautiful campus is nestled in the foothills of the Great Smoky Mountains. Students from 31 states and 15 countries have found a home here. With nearly 60 areas of study, Tusculum can help you pioneer your path to success. Visit www.tusculum.edu or call 423-636-7300 to discover the pioneer experience for yourself.
We are in Granger County, Tennessee, here at Pierce Farms, and the Pierce family has been working with Ingalls for over 30 years. It means a great deal supplying produce as a local farmer. It really touches base knowing that we're just simple people just trying to help, and we love what we do, and Ingalls is a huge part of helping us do it. Farming is who we are, and it's in our blood. God has really blessed us with the sun and the soil to grow the best tomatoes you'll find anywhere. I believe it's really in the soil. So if you're in Granger County, you farm tomatoes, then you're in. Just a great blessing on us to actually farm and be able to farm and to supply tomatoes to people. And Ingalls really cares about family farms like Pierce Farms, and they really care about their customers. We're just glad to be a part of that. God has blessed us with a really great partnership there. They make fresh local produce have real meaning for lots of people. I'm Shane Pierce, and this is my Ingalls story.
champions know how to seize opportunities. When they see moments of greatness unfold right before their eyes, they push as hard as they possibly can, and then they push harder. Because the heart of a champion never settles, never quits, and never stops giving its all. We are champions. We are Division II. We go big, we give it everything we've got, and we win. On the field, on our campuses, in our communities, for our causes, in our careers. We rise to become champions in everything we do. We are Division II, and there are no limits here. We make our time count. We set our own path. We become champions on our terms. It's time to up your game, because we're here to play and learn. But most importantly, we're here to discover ourselves, our vision, our heart, our drive, to achieve every goal we aim for, because we want to be champions at the highest level, life. At Division II, the opportunities are here. Are you ready?
From the first day, we looked around each other, we said, we gotta go make things happen this year.
It doesn't matter what the score is at the end of the game. You have to go forward.
You have to take the game.
Attacking gets you goals real quick.
Give your best effort every day.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Stoker with the game-winning goal. The national championship goes to Shippensburg for the third consecutive year.
Valdosta State, Division II national champions.
The post, Hankins scores! Stanley with their first national title!
In NCAA Division II, student athletes leave a lasting impression on their communities. That's because Division II student athletes want to make a difference and truly be part of their surrounding communities. Through community engagement, thousands of student athletes from various backgrounds interact with community members who view them as role models. This interaction leaves a positive and perhaps even life-changing impression on all those involved. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's will you?
Just $159 a month can put you behind the wheel of a brand new Toyota at Johnson City Toyota during the last chance clearance event. $219 a month puts you in a Camry or drive a Tacoma for $319 a month with 0 down. See details at johnsoncitytoyota.com.
We're at halftime. Tusculum trailing Wingate University by a score of 1-0. Your statistics at halftime brought to you good folks from the Ingalls Markets. Tusculum with outshooting Wingate by a 3-2 margin. It was 3-2 Wingate in corner kicks. Each goalie has recorded a save for their squad. Wingate owns a 6-4 advantage in fouls, and also Wingate's been whistled for offsides twice, while Tusculum once. Mikael Fallenbrunn with the goal on the breakaway from 15 yards out, set up by the assist by Elliot Cutts. And that's where we stand, 1-0 in this very important South Atlantic Conference match. As we see the bicep of one of our producers, Zach Hartle. Trace Hinton, our executive producer, in place of Director of Athletic Marketing Nick Forsberg, who is on his way back from the Cayman Islands after his honeymoon to the former Callie Lawson. And congratulations to Mr. and Mrs. Nick Forsberg getting married on October the 5th. And be glad to have them on board early next week. And again, like to publicly thank Trey Hinton and Zach Hartle for all their efforts during Nick's absence. So here on the Pioneer Sports Network. So we're about ready to get underway, 45 minutes, and back on the pitch after serving a 2.5 match suspension will be Enrique Devens. So the Pioneers, I know, will be glad to have their top offensive weapon back into the lineup. Getting 3 shots taken by the Pioneers, 1 each by Pau Pedro, Edgar Cervantes, and Socrates Souza. And then two shots taken by Wingate, Vollenbrun with his goal, and also another shot taken by Elliott Cutts. So we're back underway. Tusculum trying to get the equalizer. Every conference match is important, but especially for Tusculum, especially at home. If this result holds, Wingate will climb back into a tie for first place with Carson Newman. First of two trips to East Tennessee for the Bulldogs. They'll be coming back on November the 2nd as they'll be heading over to McCown Field to take on Carson Newman. Again, wherever you're watching, again, glad to have you with us. And Enrique Devins down, gripping his ankle behind the play. That ball will be headed out of play, and he went down, very, very quickly, and that'll stop the clock. So not even a minute 12 into the half, and Devins, after a 2.5 match suspension, and he's already back, and he is grimacing in pain. Devin Underhill. And we'll take a look at this. He just took a very, very tried to get the ball, and then, it just his ankle got caught up with the Wingate player, and not sure if that was Oliveira that was tangled up with or not, but the ankle went in a bad direction, and Devins trying to get up on it and trying to move around. Seems to be getting up okay, but he'll walk off the nearest touchline. Says he's okay, but he's got to stay right there. So thing is, Underhill now is going to have to walk all the way around the field. So Devins, okay. Again, looking at replay, that ankle twist was I think it scared him more than anything, but never seen that where the trainer had to come way across the field. Now has to take the long way home, and got another Pioneer down in Fabian Prosch, and play will stop right there, and Prosch will go down. And I'll tell you what, if they have to have Devin Underhill to come all the way over here now to check on Prosch, that's just not fair. But of course, if they stop play, she can actually cut across the field, but now she's got to walk all the way around the corner. And there you go. I was going to say they're going to give her some water, get some hydration, because that is a long walk, folks. And I've done it, and it's a long walk for me. That's Devins. Thought the ball went over the end line, but Oliveira wins a throw-in. We'll take a look at this. Yeah, it's right on the line. The ball has to be completely over, so it was in the white. I think a lot in the white of the sideline for football. And we'll have a stoppage, and probably it'll be a yellow card for a very dangerous play, as Dylan O'Kane will be the offending party, and I think he wanted to come over to try to apologize, and I think DeGorn didn't want to have anything to do with that. Again, a very dangerous play, and there'll be knows he's getting a yellow. I don't think O'Kane had any doubt that that was going to be a cardable offense. I don't know if Tusculum was hoping to get a straight red, but I don't think that would be the case. But the first booking of the match for Wingate, one each for the squads, is Edgar Cervantes also picked up a yellow in the first 45 minutes. Hakusaki's double team gets it over to Prosh. Viech gets it over to Pedro. And Bergendorf gathers it in easily. I'm sure that was a shot attempt, but they will call it that. So credit to say to Bergendorf, that'll be his second of the match. Making some adjustments here on our focus, and I'm focused, and so's the camera. So D'Souza, low liner, kicked away. Got soccer balls flying all over the place. Had one that came down out of the stands, didn't make it all the way to the pitch. Once again, glad to have you with us. 40 minutes remaining in regulation. Tusculum trailing Wingate 1-0. We'll have a whistle, and I believe that will be foul against Wingate. Cervantes and O'Kane battling for it. Kane comes up with it. Cervantes controls it and gets it to the middle, and back the other way come the Pioneers. Off to Clement Degorn. Degorn was trying to find Devens, and Devens got tangled up, and we'll have probably another yellow coming up against Wingate, and it is. Referee thought that was a viable scoring opportunity, and now set up a free kick. About 8 yards outside the 18 here. Fabian Prosch will do the honors. They set the wall up as Bergendorf will finds the head of Harkosakis, and he deflects it, but a little behind him, and just the angle wasn't there. Maybe if it was maybe about 5 yards closer to the side here, it would have been on frame. But goes wide, and goal kick for Wingate. And the sun has been popping in and out all day. Game time temperature was 72 degrees. Temperature has dropped a good bit with the sun going down, as it usually does. Oh, and that's going to be, no, they're not calling for it. May have said it was a little embellishment by Hendry. And we'll definitely have one there, and Cervantes is. But again, Cervantes just needs to back out of there. He's already got a yellow, and he knows there's a card coming. And Underhill Devin will make her way back. And Trey, I'm going to say this: how does she get more mileage coming back and forth to help you baseball guys out? I know from the dugout it's a little closer to the field, but I believe that's Nicola down on the field. Vujicic is out there down on the deck, and Underhill's still looking. And off frame, John Rush is down over talking with head coach Gary Hamill from Wingate. So Nicola coming off the field. I believe he'll just stand and wait to be called back up upon on the field, but nope, he's standing there, so looks like he'll get a quick hydration break, and Pioneers will be playing with 10 men temporarily. About to say, you don't have to put the paint down on this one, and it's done for you. So Prosch from 35, little short, cleared away, and back comes Wingate and can try to come up with the quick counter. Trying to find Vitor in the on the quick counter. Got it a little behind him, and then Wingate's whistle for the offsides. And offsides by probably a good 3 yards. That was Stuart Hendry. Oh, nice touch. But that's cleared away. Good job by Wingate. And that will go over to the touchline, be a throw in for Tusculum. Legal trying to find Cervantes. Vujicic is back on for Tusculum. He's got the ball. About to say he could have found DeGorn, but goes all the way to D'Souza. I assume D'Souza will go to DeGorn, and DeGorn will get it going to Devens. Devens, nice touch. But D'Souza unable to control and Wingate the other way. Gongora back to Gilbert. And back to Gongora. And we get a little bit of the business going on. And we'll stop the clock and try to sort this out. And again, weird. Play goes down. There was a kick. Captains come in, try to separate. So we are sorting this out. So Devin Scully for Wingate has picked up a red card out on his second yellow. I think I missed the first one. It's coming both in this half. I believe a yellow card was issued to, I believe, to Danny Gongora. Nope, to Stuart Hendry for Wingate. So right now the Pioneers are playing a man up, or if you're a Wingate fan, Bulldogs are playing a Bulldog down. Pioneers getting an equalizer. Palpero gets a boot on it, but not enough quality on it as Jens Bergendorf makes the easy save. Also, Gongora, as we mentioned, it's also got a yellow card on that. So for Scully, picking up his second yellow in less than 2 minutes. So Tusculum playing a man up and down a goal. Very eerily similar to the previous match here with the women, where Tusculum had a first half goal and then we're a man down and we're trying to hold on to a 1-goal lead with only 10 players. Here comes Wingate on the shorthand. And that'll be kicked away and it'll be a throw-in for the Bulldogs. Seems like always something when these two teams play. There's such quality teams and just high energy, and a lot of times you see them play 2, sometimes 3 times a year against each other, playing in regular season and coming together in the conference postseason, sometimes NCAA tournament play. It's just the quality of the programs that the coaches over the years have put together for Tusculum and Wingate. Devins, if he can find, he did, he saw him, and he gets into the goal for D'Souza on the beautiful cross by Enrique Devins. And we're all tied up at 1 goal each with 32 AT remaining in regulation. So a tough angle for D'Souza, gathers it in, one times it off the post and into the goal.
goal scored by number 15, Soko D'Souza. Assisted by number 10, Enrique Devins.
So the Pioneers get the equalizer. We're tied up at 1. And also remember, Tusculum is playing a man up. Again, this is where you have to be disciplined. You have that one player advantage, but you've also got a couple players yourselves with yellow cards. And I'm sure everyone's been given notice. You just have to play smart here, and you have the man advantage, and not to come up with a stupid foul, get a card, and find yourself back to equal strength. So now with a tie game, hopefully both teams will settle down and play this a little bit smarter. So the go for D'Souza, his first of the season. D'Souza again, back to DeGorn. And DeGorn's going to be whistled for the foul through the hip into Nicholas Vitor. Vitor, a freshman from Germany. Counted for a goal and an assist this season for the Bulldogs. A little too far, was trying to find D'Souza or Devins. Whistling a foul. Happened a little bit after the play there. Did not see. D'Souza with the touch. Finds Devins. Devins with the shot. That's blocked, and that'll be a corner kick for Tusculum. So D'Souza trying to return the favor to Devins, who assisted on his goal. Comes right back to him, makes a nice little move in the box, and gets off a left-footed shot, but that's deflected out of play, and it'll be a corner kick for the Pioneers. Now be cleared away by Wingate. I believe Owen Marshall was the player that cleared that one off. Just to make sure, in a very dangerous spot. Again, Wingate scoring in the 38th minute on a goal by Mikkel Vallenbrun, and gave Wingate the 1-0 lead, but the Pioneers come up with the equalizer by Soko D'Souza. Proch will kick it in, and finds Cervantes, but tough angle for Cervantes, and has deflected off Wingate, and we'll have another corner kick coming up, the third consecutive one for the Pioneers. Allen, another low, finds that Cervantes, heads it beautifully, but Bergendorf right there makes the save. And he also clears it out and goes out of play, and it'll be a throw in for Tusculum. Again, a gorgeous day. We lucked out with the weather. Earlier forecast this week was calling for rain today, and we do need it, but be nice. Oh, nice chip by Cervantes. Finds Devens. Kicks it high in the air. Could it get him to go? It does! The flag is not up. Wingate is calling for it. They're going to have a discussion here. The flag never went up. This is a very important call here. And I would say the longer they're talking about it, the more it's possibly going to be a goal. And it is. The goal stands. We'll take a look at this. Wow, I think we may have. Yes, that might be a possibility. We have to, if I can look at that again, guys. Thank you, sir. Nice chip. Devens is definitely on. The question is Nicola still on when he taps this? Can't really see. You know what? Actually, I think he believes he is on. Just out of the corner, so the Pioneers take the lead 2-1. And again, the Pioneers playing a man up. Now, something also to consider is the sun is setting. The clouds have parted, and Sam Gilbert is going to be looking straight into that sun for probably the next 15 minutes. So right to Wingate. Fans on the shot. The rebound too high. Elliott cuts. Right on the doorstep after the deflection. The ball got into the air. Right on line. Had Sam Gilbert one-on-one. Got the left foot on it, but just one time did way too high. And Tusculum holding on to a 2-1 lead here with less than 25 minutes remaining. Credit the assist to Enrique Devens on Nicola's goal for his third of the year. For Devens, picks up his second assist of the match. Also his third assist of the year. Quick restart by Wingate. Vitor. Vitor back to Bergendorf. That's won by Cervantes. Over to DeGorn. Arkusaki sends it to Devens. Unable to control it. So Wingate now has control, and back the other way come the Bulldogs. Wonderful touch. This looks identical to the goal, and it goes wide. And that was very similar to the pass that Cut set himself up in the first half that led to Wingate's first goal, trying to come up with a goal himself as he tried to go to the far post, and that just goes wide. And Tusculum still leads 2-1. Devens, D'Souza, finds Cervantes. He's also got a man on the other side. If he can find a header, trying to find DeCola again. Oh, that would have been beautiful, picking up his second goal of the match if he could have directed that one on frame. Beautiful pass by Cervantes, and whistle stops the clock with 21 minutes and 21 seconds remaining as D'Souza is stretching, and one of the busiest persons in athletic training today, Devin Underhill, makes the long run, and so again to recap, Wingate taking the early lead in the first half in the 38th minute. With the goal, the Pioneers get the equalizer. On the goal by D'Souza, which is assisted by Devens, and then Devens in the 64th minute assisted on Nikola Vujicic's goal, his third of the season for Nikola. And the Pioneers lead 2-1. Tusculum out shooting Wingate 10-4, 6-2 on shots on goal. Each team has 3 yellow cards, but 1 red card going to Wingate. Devin Scully picked up a pair of yellow cards within 90 seconds of each other and has the Bulldogs playing a player down. Back to Wallenbrunn. Over to Hendry. And a quick restart. Shot, saved by Gilbert. Ball still free. Wingate was pleading for a handball. And several of the Wingate players who were in the warm-ups in the pennies down warming on the side And we're going to take a look at this ourselves as well. And I think for the naked eye, the question is, was it intent? The question is, was it intent that it was a handball? But again, it's going at the goal, so hits the bottom of Palpero's elbow. And I know Gary Hamill is pleading his case. And looking at that, I can tell you, I really think that could have possibly be, probably should be shooting a PK right now. Because the question it wasn't a question, again, it was the intent, and it was coming on frame, and Pero got his elbow into it, and it looked like it was directed, so I will have to say the home team got away with one on that one. So the Pioneers leading 2-1. And also Wingate is playing with only 10 players. To Devens. Into the game is Tyrell Squire. Missed him coming in. .50 ball controlled by Wingate. SCOTUS as Gilbert will pick it up. Try to milk some more time off this clock with Pioneers leading 2-1. Squire couldn't control that one. Whoa, that's a dangerous spot there for Bergendorf. Kind of tipped that one back to himself and got dangerously close to the line. Squire chips it in, trying to find Blevins. And back comes Wingate. Gangora will wisely kick it away and clear it. And back come the Bulldogs. Into the box goes Fallenbrunn. We'll have a goal kick for Tusculum. Looking at Bergendorf and his choreography there behind the defense, trying to get I don't think he knew Devens was that close. Gongora, Gilbert. We'll have a foul here, and again, Cervantes has to be very, very, very careful. Again, he's got a yellow, and Again, Tusculum playing with a man advantage, and Cervantes one of 3 players with a yellow card in this match, along with Gangora and the captain, Arkisakis. So a corner kick for the Bulldogs, their 4th of the match. Tour off the post. Vitor looking for the equalizer. The Pioneers on the quick counter. Squire. Nice touch to Devens. Devens. Going to be a throw in for the Pioneers. On Vitor with the left foot off the lumber. In that women's match, the Wingate women hit the poster crossbar a total of 5 times. First time on the woodwork for Wingate men in this match. Vitor. And a block by DeGorn. Corner kick, Wingate. Oh, and just a header just over the crossbar for Wingate. Oh, that was so close. And I believe that was Cuts again in on the play. No, it was not. It was Owen Marshall, it looks like. Number 22, Owen Marshall, the freshman from York, England. So Vitor with a blast off the post, and Marshall with a header that just goes over the crossbar. And I think wisely for the Pioneers, they've taken Cervantes out of the game. Again, doesn't want to pick up that yellow card. That could make this an even match game, and they bring in Luke Murphy, who also provides you with some offensive punch. And Prosh will go down. Pro sends in a low liner. And Prosh, I just want to say, with that slide on that clear, could have almost been a shot on goal, but just sailed high and wide. I thought Luke Murphy was going to be the only player for the Pioneers that could have come up with the play, with a chance to get a touch on the ball, but Murphy dispossessed, and then now will be a throw-in for Tusculum. Again, glad to have you with us here on the Pioneer Sports Network, a proud member of the South Atlantic Conference Digital Network. Again, glad to have you with us from Greenville, Tennessee, Tusculum, and Wingate University. Wingate jumping ahead with a 1-0 lead into half. Pioneers with 2 second-half goals. Both goals assisted by Enrique Devins. Be deflected off Tusculum, be a corner kick for Wingate. So 6th corner kick of the match for the Bulldogs. Headers on target. Shot off the crossbar again. Ball still in play. And it's cleared. And back come the other way come the Pioneers. You can find Murphy a little over his head. If they would have found him in stride, boy, there would have been a golden chance. But the Pioneers trying to make something out of this. Shot by Murphy, just goes wide. Just goes wide. Take original on this shot right here. The header up, kind of biked it a little bit. That was Nygaard. And we're back to live action. Just trying to see who the player was that had that deflection when we got Nygaard. So shot blocked twice. Legal trying to control it. Murphy. Wingate pressing all their energies up front. And again, they're playing a man down. That's Devins. Devins with a shot. He's assisted on 2 goals. He was trying to get one for himself. And boy, that would have been an important one. Give Pioneers a little bit of insurance holding on to this 1-goal lead. So we approach 7 minutes left in regulation. Tusculum leading 2-1. Legal. And Bergendorf will get the Bulldogs going the other way. That's Devens. Over to Murphy. Murphy with the shot. Just high. Over to crossbar. Goal kick, Wingate. Had a lot of mustard on that one with that right boot, but Murphy. Off to Legal. Proge. Rusakis. Over to Murphy. To Zandoika. Javi, nice touch, but the offsides flag is in. Devens. Trying to win a penalty, but the offsides flag was up, and I am trying to figure it wasn't Devens if they're saying that Vujic was offsides. I'm not sure. Under 4.5 remaining in this second half with Tusculum leading 2-1 over Wingate. If this score holds, the Pioneers will climb all the way to 6th place. Excuse me, 7th place. Devens to Payroll. Payroll to Murphy. Murphy in the box. Back out to Devens. Again, Tusculum playing with a man advantage. I think the most important thing is just trying to eat the clock here a little bit. Took almost 30 seconds off of the play right there. Back come the Pioneers off the miscue on the quick restart after the Wingate foul. Over to Devens, to Murphy. Again, you got a lot of players. Here comes Wingate. This is where you check on the physical condition of your team. Also check the heart. Again, you're talking about a Tusculum team that has had some woes of late. Have not had a win this month. And started the season with 3 straight losses. Here comes Wingate trying to get the equalizer. Nice touch to Vitor. But the captain, Rusakis, comes over. Clears it into the stands to be a throw-in. Very dangerous play there. Chipped out by Murphy. The Pirates would like to get a goal, but they would love to have some possession here. And unable to keep it in is DeGorn. .90 seconds remaining. Again, guys, you don't want to, I don't know why they're chipping it in. You want to maintain possession. Vitor. Now 1 minute remaining.
1 minute remaining in the second half. 1 minute.
coming down on it is Sam Gilbert. So the clock is ticking. So Tusculum trying to pull off the Sunday sweep. And that'll be a foul against Tusculum. Maybe the last chance for the Bulldogs. Bergendorf. Sending it to the box. Murphy clears it out. That's headed away. One more chance for Wingate coming up right here. Sends it into the box, out of play. And that will wrap it up. So the Pioneers come away with a Sunday sweep. Tusculum women win 1-0 over Wingate. The Tusculum men win 2-1 over the Wingate men. So with the victory, the Pioneers improved to 3-5-2 overall. They're all level now in conference play at 2-2-1. With the loss, Wingate goes to 6-2-2 on the season and 3-2-1 in conference play. Looking at the conference standings now, Carson Newman sits atop, all alone atop the conference standings with 13 points. Wingate is now 3-2-1 in league play. They are now tied with Lenore Ryan for second place. With the win, the Pioneers jump up to 7th place in the league in a three-way tie, and now they will be taking up with Lincoln Memorial and Anderson, and the Pioneers will take on Lincoln Memorial this coming Wednesday at 7:30 right here at Pioneer Field. I'd like to thank all of those responsible with us here on the Pioneer Sports Network for bringing you today's matches. For a full recap of the men's and women's match, we invite you to visit our website at TusculumPioneers.com. We also visit our YouTube page for highlights of this contest, as well as an interview with head coach Alan Vitale and selected players. Again, this is Dom Donnelly signing off from Pioneer Field. Again, your final score in the women's match, Tusculum 1, Wingate nothing. In the men's match, it was Tusculum 2, Wingate 1. You've been watching Tusculum Soccer on the Pioneer Sports Network.